Hello folks, Jim here with another video. I'm sorry if some of you thought the last one was a bit negative. Unfortunately, it's just the truth. New Brunswick is $14 billion in debt, and it's getting worse by the week, to the tune of over $1 million a day. So I can't help that. But I want to talk about something today that's even worse, and that's about health care. I've been going over some different research papers, and I just want to share a few things with you. One of the ones I've been going over is this one here. You can look it up online. It's called The Geopolitics of Aging, the Developed World's Real Fiscal Cliff. And it tells how serious the aging situation is, how, for example, there are going to be 10,000 people a day over the next 20 years that are going to turn 65 in North America. There are going to be hordes of us old baby boomers there, and society hasn't prepared for this. And where they really haven't prepared for this is in terms of pensions and health care. Today I'm going to talk about pensions, or about health care for a moment. Health care is really serious because older people require much more from the system. And in many places, New Brunswick in particular, the healthcare system has really been mismanaged. For example, from 2001 to 2011, healthcare costs in New Brunswick almost doubled. There are now just about 40 cents of every dollar that the government collects goes to pay for healthcare. Now, the worst aspect of this, if something isn't done, according to Richard Salon down at the University of Moncton, 80 cents out of every dollar that the government collects by 2036 will be going to health care, all things being equal. And the economy of New Brunswick is not predicted to improve dramatically, so this figure is in line. Obviously, we couldn't pay that much because there'd be nothing left to pay anything else. Now, we have a situation where in that same decade, the average increase in salary for healthcare workers on a cumulative basis was 6% a year. That is far more than other workers in New Brunswick get. I'm not saying these people don't deserve it. I'm saying we can't afford to pay it. Not only that, you may recall that when the Romanow Commission studied healthcare in New Brunswick about 15 or 20 years ago, they concluded that New Brunswick had 22 hospitals and they only required 10. And if we were in Ontario, for our population size, we would only have 10 hospitals. They said that all we had to do was be within an hour and 15 minutes of a hospital. We don't need a hospital 15, 20 minutes away. Now, I know that gets a lot of people upset, and I like having one in my backyard too, but we can't afford them. Now, the politicians don't dare touch health care. They are terrified of health care. They don't dare close hospitals. They don't dare cut services. So they just keep increasing our taxes. What's interesting is that even though they increase our taxes, the services are not improving in the healthcare system. In fact, if you look at just the number of cancer cases predicted in the New Brunswick population over the next 2 decades, it's staggering. And the healthcare system is now in serious trouble. Think how bad it's going to be by the month. We have a serious issue here. The healthcare system in New Brunswick and the other maritime province as well, as far as that goes. But they're just not in a position to deal with the aging population. Costs are out of control, and politicians don't dare do anything because we squawk too much when they do. So, at the end of the rainbow, we have a serious problem. I'm sorry if you think I'm negative, but over the next while, I'm going to bring you more bad news, so get ready. Thanks. Bye for now.